Hi guys, welcome to Team MAST and I'm Karan, and in this video we'll learn about the control flows. We'll learn about the different if-else statements, when expressions, different loops in Kotlin, for loop, while loop, do while loop, and continue and break statements. In the previous video we saw a whole bunch of things about string interpolation, type inference, different data types in Kotlin, string, arrays, and Kotlin ranges. So we're gonna use all that information in this video control flow. Let's go ahead and jump into the code right away. So I have IDE here. I'm using IntelliJ IDE. There's a file named controlflow.kt, and I just have a main method which has a simple print statement. Let's go run this, and you can see the output is learning control flow in Kotlin. All right, so let's create a variable here where a is equals to 10 and well b is equals to 20. So now I want to create a variable max which will have the maximum value. So I'll just initialize it to 0 for now, and since this value will change, I will make it as var. I'll make it as a mutable variable. So I'll type if condition. The condition is if a is greater than b, in that case the maximum value will be a, otherwise else if b is greater than a, then the maximum value will be b. Okay, I can also go ahead and print this value, print ln max of a and b is max max. I can also print the values of a and b. Let's run this program. It gives us the max of 10 and 20 is 20. Alright, so this is the basic way to write an if-else condition in Kotlin. But in Java, if is a statement, and in Kotlin, if is an expression, which means that it will return some value. All right, let's see what does it mean. So here what I'm doing is I'm writing max equals to if a is greater than b, then use the value a, else use the value b. So here I'm using the if else condition and it is returning some value into the max. So the value returned is a in case this condition is satisfied as true. Otherwise, if the condition is false, it will initialize max with the value p. Let's go and print this again and run this program. The max value of 10 and 20 is 20. So you can also go ahead and use this if condition as an expression. So that is what it means in Kotlin. This feature is not available in Java. Okay, it's just a point I feel that everyone should know. It's very simple and basic thing, but I believe everyone should know about this. Okay, so now let's talk about when expressions in Kotlin. So this is basically the replacement of switch statement from C or C++ or Java. In Kotlin we don't have a switch statement, we have a when expression. So let's see how does it work. Let's create a variable where x is equals to 1, and now I'll write a when expression when, and I'll pass in a value x, and let's say when the value is 1 for x, I want to print a statement that the value of x is 1 and the value of x, if it is 2, I want to print that the value of x is 2. Otherwise, I just want to say that the value of x is not 1 or 2. Alright, let's go ahead, run this program. The value of x is 1. Let's change it to 3 and run this program. Now we'll see that the value of x is not 1 or 2. And we can also change a little bit stuff here, like instead of 1 I can just say if the value is from 1 to 5, if the value of x is between 1 to 5, we use the in keyword here, then we can say value of x is between 1 to 5, and if the value of x is in 5 to 10, I can say value of x is in 5 to 10. Let's use the in keyword here as well, just to stay on track. And value of x is not in 1 to 10. Alright, so let's initialize x here to be 5, let's say. So let's run the program, and we have an error here because x is val. Let's change it to mutable var and run this program again, and it says the value of x is in 1 to 5. Let's take it up to 100, run this program again. The value of x is not in 1 to 10. And we can also do something like a not operator here. So this will mean that value of x is not in 1 to 5, and the value of x is not in 5 to 10, like that. So let's go ahead, run this program, and I will give it a value of 5. Let's see what happens now. So value of x is in 5 to 10. Because this condition is now false, it is not true. The value of x is between 1 to 5. So if we are inverting that condition, we get false. So that is why this statement is true now. That is one way. Okay, so let's move forward and talk about different loops in Kotlin. So the first and basic loop is for loop. We can write a statement here for I in 1 to 10, println I is $I. Okay, let's print a statement here for loop and run this program. So it prints the value of I from 1 to 10 because we are running a loop here, and we can give it a body and do some more stuff with it as well here. So ideally, whenever you create a loop, you should provide it some body as well. Okay, so let's create another loop for I in 6 down to 0. Alright, let's do this for now and println the value of I. Okay, and let's try the println statement here, just to separate. This is a for loop with ranges. So if case you have missed the ranges and you're not able to understand what's the meaning of down to or what's the meaning of 1 to 10, please watch the previous video and all of these things will make sense to you. Let's go ahead, run this program. So now, oh sorry, I just need to use the dollar symbol here. Okay, so the I value is going from 6 to 0. And now I want to print 6, and then I want to print 4, and then I want to print 2, and then 0. Means I want to step down by 2. So I will use step by 2. So if I run the program now, I can skip 5 and 3 like that, and I can just step over by 2. So these are easy way of printing a series in Kotlin. So these Kotlin ranges come in really handy. So you should really have a grasp over it, which will help you in long run. Let's go ahead and check out the while loop. Let's try to create a loop which prints some values from 1 to 10. And what we can do is while, let's create a variable here, var, let's say variable, I'm running out of names of variables, let's say call it p. Variable p is equals to 1. So now while p is less than equals to 10, I'm going to, while the value of p is less than equal to 10, I'm going to increment the value of p by 1 and also print a line which says the value of p is $p. So this is a basic while loop here. I'll write a statement here, while loop. Let's run this program, and it prints the value of p from 1 to 10. So this is a basic while loop in here. And let's say I want to stop if the value is 5. I need to stop the loop, like stop printing the values from 1 to 10 in case the value 5 is occurred in between. So if you have the value 5, do not print the values after that. So what I'll do is I'll write a simple if condition. If p is equals to 5, then break out of it. So the break statement will break out of this loop without doing anything else. So now let's see what happens. So the value is 5 and it's printing the value 5 first, and then if the value is 5, we're breaking out of the system, breaking out of this while loop. We can also write a do while loop where the body comes first and the condition comes later on. I can create a variable p and initialize it to 0 and then print ln the value of p is $p. Let's start it from 1 to keep the continuity, and p plus plus an increment operator, and then I can go ahead and do a condition p is less than equals to 10. So this will go ahead and print a bunch of values from 1 to 10. So this is a do while loop. Let's run this program, and it is printing values from 1 to 10 using a do while loop. So here's the way you can create a do while loop. So that is all for this video. In case you have any questions, please do comment in the video below and I'll be happy to answer them for you. So until then, be must add, keep rocking.